Hey folks, it's Coleman Alderson with GardensAll.com, and it's an exciting day here in the garden. It's unusual in that we're putting in a whole new garden section, and what we're going to experiment with here is called HUGELKULTUR. HUGELKULTUR. We wanted to grow some dandelions as perennials in the garden, and also some Jerusalem artichokes as well as asparagus. So we got all excited about doing that, but we ran out of room. So we pretty well are pillar to post as far as room goes here in our garden. So I had to cook up something that would be low maintenance, that perennials would love, and just happened to land on something that some of our visitors on the site have mentioned, which is HUGELKULTUR. It grew out of Europe, out of Germany. They've been doing this for centuries, and it's a way of growing where you actually duplicate what happens in a natural forest, where the big trees fall down, they crisscross, and then other branches come down and they sort of mat in, and then you get other leaves falling on top of that. So you have a real it's a long term, but it's a composting situation. It's very natural, and we're trying to duplicate that with this process known as HUGELKULTUR. Now, we've decided that we're going to put in Jerusalem artichokes in this area in the back, because they're going to grow up big and tall. We're going to have asparagus growing kind of in the middle, and in the front section, in the front slope, we'll have a bunch of these dandelions, which, by the way, we found out that probably a good idea to plant your own dandelions. It's fine to go out and forage, but if you grow your own, then you know what you have. You don't have to worry about pesticides or herbicides or anything like that. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to take this year, and we won't be able to harvest till next year, but we want to get going, and it looked like this permaculture style thing that's just called HUGELKULTUR is going to do us just fine. Now, the other day we came out and staked out the area. We have a 5-foot by 8-foot pit, basically. We can only go so far. It's about 18 inches deep, and we started hitting rocks. That slowed us down and made us consider that might be deep enough. We're going to start building it up, first of all, with a layer of logs. And we'll have logs all through the bottom, then we'll build a few more logs, and then we'll come in with some branches, and then some twigs, and then we'll start layering in some of this soil here. On top of that, we'll put compost, then another layer of sort of cow manure material, then another layer of soil and compost, and do the lasagna thing that is so popular, building it out to where we come to the surface, and it'll probably be about this tall. It will be a mound, and we look forward to planting it today. And some people say you should let it cure, but there's also a word that you can go ahead and plant, because we'll have such a nice layer of soil. And as the years pass and these logs break down, they retain moisture, they attract all kinds of friendlies like worms and other bacteria, and it just starts to build and enrich itself as time goes on. So it really is a perennial kind of bed, not so much like some of the raised beds that we've experimented with, or the hay bales that we're using here. It will last a good while, and as time progresses, it will be more or less growing in its rich content. Well, that's about it. We'll check in with you all in a little bit and show you what we've done, and we might get you all in for planting time, show you how we're going to seed it and put our plants in. But we're confident this is going to be a really time-saving, water-saving, and back-saving type garden that we love experimenting, and we're looking forward to the results. So you all take care. Come see us, please, on our Facebook page, and you're welcome to leave comments also on our articles page. That's GardensAll.com, and we'll look forward to seeing you back.